Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Sunless Skies. We're back in Winchester because I had a small run-in with a pirate. I thought the ramming technique didn't work as planned. Like it was actually planned. But either way, we're back. I just did a few things. I went to the station, I picked up the fastidious inspector again, and I didn't read where she wanted me to go. On the plus side, this stuff doesn't seem to have moved around. So, journal, fastidious inspector, east, northeast, a long way to the east, northeast. Oh, I thought we explored up there last time. East, unless that is an east, which would be funny. There is no indicator here, so I guess just flying around is the idea. So I picked her up. We're going to see if we can get her to a destination. I leveled up Scarred and I added extra bits in here. It was nothing too exciting. So we're just going to go straight on. Oh, that's really expensive. We lost our shotgun attachment on our boat, ship, train, whatever you want to call it. So it's a little bit annoying. There's nothing in the bank. Anything at the bazaar? Verdant seeds for Magdalene's. We did this and I couldn't find it. Literature for Traitor's Wood. Well, might as well. At least we know where these three places are. Sweet Jane's Captain House on Lustrum requires 5 crates of munitions in order to enforce a claim. Remuneration. Remonetarization generous. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we've got enough fuel. We can't afford a new train or anything, so let's just go somewhere. I'm thinking that way, but the place that we're looking for, New Prosper, could be there, so I'm going to go over there. That was not that. My hands are in the wrong place on the keyboard again. This is going to get me killed, I swear. Let's go. I probably should have bought something. Done something different. 4 storylets available. Hang on. Oh, a stopped clock. But yes, you can fix my clock. We've done this before. We've discussed the reach. Compliment the skills for fixing the clock. Discuss suns. I don't remember going through this, but I'll assume I did. Oh, what are the other storylets? Oh, engine steams through, the war marches on. Read the New Gazette in Winchester to learn about recent events in the war. I don't have port reports, do I? Because I died. Sigh. Oh well. Let's just adventure. I'm kind of upset that I died, I'm not going to lie. But then again, smashing my ship into somebody else's probably wasn't the best way to go either. So, I'll just go east. Where will this take me? I'm just going to go straight east. Let's see what we can find. We've got old Bado, even though we could do with a different one because this one's crap. Never tells me where the hell anything is. Oh, fear's creeping up. 3%. Could definitely do with a faster train. Here come the rocks, the most exciting thing to see in this game. Let's not smash into them and destroy my hull. I might have to remember to repair the hull every now and again as well, otherwise we could have a nasty repeat of what happened last time. How far out am I? Not far enough for me to warrant pressing F yet. And yeah, I don't know what the range is, so let's try it. What is that? Oh, it's found something. That was the tiniest question mark ever. I could barely see it. Oh yeah, if I just keep going. Seems like quite a way since I was going this way anyway. But let's see what it is. And hopefully it doesn't try and kill us. What the hell is that? Oh, that is cool. It's like a big flower. Is that the dark? There it is. Let's see what this place is. Bloom? Bower? Boa? An argument between artists. Titania whispered throughout the reach to be perfumed paradise for artists. Perhaps it could be, but currently it's little more than a few houses built around a plaza, and it seems that further development is stalled by their inability to agree on a unified aesthetic. Judging at least by the shouts of the Valentine Square. The debaters stand before the rhapsodic mayor, desperate to convince her to decide the question in their favour. She only listens, her dreamy smile widening with each line of argument. Well, let's approach the mayor. The debaters fall silent as the rhapsodic mayor raises her hand and waves you over. The mayor shakes your hand, then so does the pharaonic enthusiast, a precious pleasure. The formidable lacquerer, charmed I'm sure, and the This game is doing everything in its power to make me realise I know nothing about the English language. And the efflorescent dandy welcome petal. The mayor clasps her hands and looks heavenward. I am troubled, beset by visions while asleep and waking, of how our little port may look. Their beauty captivates me, paralyses me, stuns me. They're all so wonderful. I simply cannot choose between them. She sighs and turns her eyes to you. But you're neutral. Won't you help us? Ooh, hello. Side with the enthusiast. An Egyptian aesthetic. Truly the most timeless style. Mythology whipped into grand designs. All blue and gold. Divinely inspired. The preferred choice of kings and queens. Ooh. The formidable lacquer. A Japanese aesthetic. Tranquil and melancholic, like the stillness of ancient ponds. Bombastic and colourful like a drunken revel under paper lanterns. Always perfect to the finest detail. The dandy, a vegetable aesthetic. What greater aesthetician is there than nature herself? She who drafted the architecture of flowers and painted the petals in all their vividness. Ooh. See, I like Egyptian styles. I played an awful lot of Assassin's Creed Origins. But I also like Japanese styles. But I'm not a huge fan of hippie nature stuff. But it might look good, I don't know. I am going to go with... because it looks pretty cool as it is. But I think I'm going to go with Japanese. The formidable lacquer bows. The mayor claps her hands in delight. The others slink away, defeated. After the lacquerer excuses themselves to gather their tax on wabi-sabi, the mayor winks. If I decided on one, I'd have risked the scorn of the other two. Our perfumed parliament has trouble getting along. Thank you. Moment of inspiration. Is that an item? Well, either way, I've got 100 experience. You arrived at the Petal Port, Titania. Valentine Square is a centre of the commune's loosely organised public life. Here the mayor keeps her office, its walls hung with artists' impressions of plans to develop the port. She invites me to sit down with her on a bench. That's one scary looking lady, that's all I'm saying. The mayor invites you to sit on a bench. Have you ever seen anywhere so beautiful, she asks, inhaling the perfumed air. We'll fill our home with tea houses, koi ponds and paper lanterns. But if we're truly to be a haven for the arts, we must embark on greater projects. Unfortunately, we are limited on space and working with no budget to speak of. We rely entirely on donations. Would you mind taking a look at our plans? Sounds like an interesting proposition. Perhaps another time. If they want the capital to build their port, perhaps they could get real jobs. Oh man, that's brutal. Here, I'll sod it. I'm a nice man. I'm generous. She pecks your cheek and leads you to her small office at the end of the square. A building as makeshift as any other frontier, but its sins have been covered with a fresh white coat of paint, and a carved filigree enhanced by delicate colours. Why do I get a feeling I'm about to get ripped off? The walls are lined with blueprints submitted by the Mayor's Perfume Parliament. You've met our aestheticians, but these come from our architects. We've submissions from every artistic school, the Mayor proudly notes. The Celestials, the Nocturnals, the Sovereigns. Nothing would delight my heart than to build them all. But we've not the foundations laid to support every project, nor, frankly, the money. And if I'm to assign public funds to one, the others will throw a fit. And the next thing you know, it'll be civil war. But that's where you come in. If you provide external funding to the project, I may authorize it and see that it's built in peace. How much is this going to cost? 50... Oh, man. Well, first thing we'll do is we'll write a port report. Titanian air is heavy with pollen, but sweet to the smell. A far cry from Albion's smoke-strangled capital. Pay for the construction of the Imperial Ballroom. There'll be a mirrored room with a spiralling wooden floor and a ceiling decorated with constellations. The Celestials shall spin round the room, tracing the arcs of the stars with their step. Pay for the construction of the Santorini Theatre, an intimate setting where spectators may see all the great works of tragedy. This is assuming the Nocturnal Architect intends to install lights, currently missing from the design. Pay for construction of the library. Books upon shelves, upon walls, all going ever upward. The Sovereigns will dedicate this building to all that has come before. So, dancing, theatre, books. It's quite a choice, and they're all going to cost me 50 sovereigns. It's quite a lot of money. But I would like to see where this goes. So, I do like a good dance, but I also like books. I mean, the theatre's the only one that I don't really like the sound of. So I'm going to go with... Oh dear. I'm going to go with the library. My money! Perhaps not. Dies irae, dies apis, and the air will sound a different song, the playing of indolent harps no more, but the furious beating of wings, which are the hymns of carnage. Lo, how the multitude scatter before it. But there is no safe horizon to which they may flee, for the Coralister hive is now the sky, and the sky does crash upon Titania. Oh dear. Fight the hive, all hands, ready all weapons, fire, God's sake. Christ, fire it all. What is going on? No idea. Silence in the space of half an hour. Plain song drowns the lamentation and the fury and the mind. All the world joins Death's hymnal. Those who proudly defy their fate and those who beg for the wretched mercy, those who raise their arms, those who buckle their knees. The Kreuzler hive takes the lyrics of poets yet unwritten, the unsung songs from the lips now forever silent. It is only iron and fire that quietens the voice of carnage, but lo, the song ends only by its own accord. Once the nectar is gathered, the hive departs, and there is a lasting silence. Good God, what's all this? Standing... hasn't changed, hasn't changed, hasn't changed. But I gained lots of experience. A gourd of nectar and a tale of terror. Oh dear, we gained terror. So I guess we'll see what all this stuff is. So Valentine Square is here. Bloom Bower? Here the Titians make their homes, each built according to the aesthetic whims of its owner. Some are tall, others wide, a few are slim and curving, while others have large, voyeuristic windows. Bloom Bower, undeveloped. Keep the homes in private workshops, the roof slope, their windows are gantly cut from coloured paper. They are building something. Work is underway in the Library of Yore. The historians are will find no fun art. Okay, maybe we'll have to come back. Undeveloped. Undeveloped. Okay, so what bargains we got in this place? Half price stack of penny dreadfuls? Everyone loves a good penny dreadful. Or souls. About 45. 50. Ministry approved literature. That doesn't seem fun. So it's a penny dreadful that's supposed to be a horror story, a story of sheer terror. They sold in like Victorian England on street corners. And it's been censored, so that doesn't sound fun at all. In a world like this, surely you could have all sorts of stories. I'm going to pick up the souls. Or 2 of the souls. And 90. Remember 90. The Sapphired Soak. They have the nectar, 120. I got that for free. I should probably be quite happy about that. Oh dear. Apparently we came in hot on that one. So... I suppose we can just keep going. We're just going to keep going. That's what we're going to do. Petal End. I should probably do like a quick lap, see if there's anything around the outside of this place. Like Posey Park. Because levelling up is always going to be a good idea. So, experience is always useful. As long as I don't smash into the port itself, we should be fine. It's a really nice looking place. Giant flower in space. This game never ceases to get interesting. So, alright, there we go. We did my lap. Let's go. It's probably a waste of fuel, but it'll be fine. We got loads of fuel. We've already died once. What's the worst that can happen? Let's go. Not straight into that rock. So, if we just keep going east, I might start going up a little bit now. Like this sort of angle. And we'll see if we can find anything. I'm still looking for that port for the fastidious inspector. It's got to be around here somewhere. This place is not that big. Do we pop up? Do we risk potting a bat? Popping a bat? That's not the right term. Oh well. Huh? Hey, blimey. Take it back, my bat is being really good this time round. Apparently I just picked the only route through all of space with nothing in it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Non-hostile? Not non-hostile. Evasive maneuvers? Oh god. Damn it. Ah! I'm gonna get the crap beaten out of me by bleeding. What was Stripe? Was that Q and A? Right, they are going to be very useful buttons. Nope. Whoop. The combat in this game is so weird. Ow! Ugh. Is running a valid option? Oh man, I missed the shotgun. Aiming is hard. Nope. Leave me be, foul creatures. Ow, I went the wrong way. Okay, so we might have to have some repairs. Definitely gonna need some repairs. It fires directly out the front, but I'm not very good at accounting for the movement of the creature. There we go. That was not our... There was... In my defense, there is a giant microphone just above where my hand is. Drill it for fleshy bits. Hey, at least we'd succeed. Listen to the complaint. Some experience. Listen to the complaint again. More experience. 50 experience. Onwards. Right. Ow! That was like the worst. That was, well, I say it's the worst combat. It's not as bad as the last one. But that was against actual pirates rather than creatures. I would hope that I would fare better against... It was 2-on-1. It was 2-on-1. Oh yeah, I'm taking that. It's 2-on-1. Unfair odds. Huh. Oh, it's another one of these things. What do I get a feeling? A lot of my... Oh, the bridge clock chimes twice. Quickly. This close to the Lombard line. Time is devious. Oh, Isambard? I don't know what that is. Nope. This has to be the Port Prosper, right? It's gotta be. It's a really cool name for a place. This looks like almost as big as New Winchester. Wow. Let's see if we can find where we can dock. Is it over here? This place is huge. Aha! Prosper. Whee! First thing I'm going to do is look at the bazaar. Fresh from the gut. Damn it! Oh wait. Perfect. Oh no, I need 3. Ah no! I haven't got any money. Oh damn. Well, let's see if that... Maybe the lady will give us some money. Queen's Cross Station. Crammed at the feet of a hulking crag, Port Prosper is a little London, divided into affluent West End and an impetuous East. Queen's Cross is its busy station, the terminals of the Isambard line that begins in far-off London. Oh. She disembarks with her bag in hand and peers up at the clock tower that is being raised above the station. It is tangled with scaffolding and rings with the sound of hammers and the cries of workmen. Accept your payment. You will receive fuel and supplies in addition to a sum of money. Ensure you have 6 spaces in your hold before accepting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're sweet. We're sweet. It's worth checking. A satisfied customer. Thank you, Captain. Here is the balance of our agreement. And as promised, a requisition order for fuel and supplies. She casts another glance at the incomplete clock tower. Given the apparent state of the construction, I'd recommend you visit the worksite. There may be an opportunity there. And thank you for the pleasant conversation, Captain. The sky can be a lonely place. You enlivened it. I have such a small additional sum. I've included a small additional sum in your remuneration as a token of my gratitude. That's not small. That's quite a lot of money. They will pay for the delivery of bronze wood and a nectar. How much do you reckon they'll pay for that nectar? Because I have some. But they want both at the same time. Bastards. A new clock tower. They plan to call it the Albert Clock in memory of the departed Prince Consort. But there's no way to go yet. There's a way to go yet. I'm putting words where there are none. The roof isn't finished and the clock neither ticks nor bongs. You can see the fastidious inspector up among the workings with a spanner and a can of oil, showing the workmen how it's done. Ask the foreman what they need. Bronzewood, the foreman wheezes bluntly. 1 consignment, they sell it at Traitor's Wood and Polmere and Plenty's, I hear. And a gourd of Croissant Nectar too. This bunch of workish Work-shy ingrates need constant shouting at, and my voice has given up the ghost. Some nectar should have me bellowing again like a champion. Carlion's your best bet there, or Titania, the flower town. We'll pay like. Well, we could always go to Trader's Wood and try and pick up some bronze wood. Especially now we have some money. If you purchase the necessary goods, return them to the Port Prosper, you'll make a tidy profit. Be warned, the materials aren't cheap and they'll occupy space in your hold. Well, I'd love to give you this nectar, mate, but I can't. I need to give you both at the same time, so... take your leave. Oh, man. Port Prosper. The narrow streets of the Port Prosper huddle in the shadow of a great crag. Bunting festoons the walkways. Banners display the stony features of her renowned majesty. The wealthy West Enders strut by, exchanging polite greetings and veiled gossip. Meanwhile, sooty East End workers file to the hour refining factories. Peeling posters promise fresh, wholesome lives in the reach to new arrivals, but many of the posters are years old. More newcomers arrive at Port Prosper than ever leave. Attend a private meeting with the Windward Company. Recruit a clay conductor. Well, let's write a port report first, even though I forget about these things. The factories continue to belch out smoke, while over the bridge hopeful crowds gather outside the Admiral Nelson. Lovers can be seen strolling arm in arm along the promenade, at a respectable distance from their chaperones. There was a brief protest outside the Windward Company factory, swiftly quelled. The scones at the Nelson were as good as ever, though the piquancy of the jam was less than might be desired. I apologise, some of these words are not something you read on a daily basis. We'll recruit the clay conductor, because he's going to be helpful. Let's attend a private meeting with the Windward Company. Good old London, yes. Look at that fellow. Oh, that's a British man right there. The officers of the Windward Company on Port Prosper are elegantly appointed, if antiquated. Paintings of old London and the Z adorn the wall. God, these words. I'm just going to call him the chairman. The chairman sits behind the mahogany desk, a decanter of brandy at his left hand and a series of neatly stacked reports at his right. A fire has been lit in the cavernous hearth. It is too warm. Listen to the chairman's offer. The note came from him. He promised an opportunity for profit. He pours the brandy into 2 glasses. He produces a ruler from his desk to measure the amounts and adjusts accordingly. Wow, that's some attention to detail right there. Let me just make sure the brandy's the same. When he is at last satisfied, he hands you the glass. To business. When he smiles, he reveals the extensive damage to his teeth. I was a pugilist back in London, a young man's game. Pugilist is boxing. He invites you to join him by the window, where starlight dazzles the sloping streets of Prosper. A place like this is only kept safe by toil, you understand. The pioneers who built it, the politicians who funded it, the people who defend it from. His lip curls. Still don't know how you say it. Tacites. Those who toil in such labour are rewarded. Proof is required, of course. Nameplates will do. We keep lists of their engines. We will hunt locomotives and provide their nameplates. Yeah. Dirty rebels. He smiled broadly. He refilled your glasses. Glasses? My glasses? Shouldn't that be your glass? He allows another centimetre each. Ooh. Bringing out the big guns now. Your glasses chink as another ripple of heat comes from the hearth. I'm glad that there are some in the reach still dedicated to our vision. But London, definitely. Let's attend the parade, bugger it. Gaunty banners fly over the painted rooftops of Port Prosper. The smog of the East End is hidden away by giant posters displaying dragons in varying degrees of vivisection. The cramped streets are clogged with people. Wealthy West Enders promenade about the amusements while the impoverished East Enders work the stalls and huddle by the chestnut fires for warmth. A painted dragon pursued by knights is chased through the crowds to a chorus of "Ho, the riding!" I'm a sucker for a man who's got a hat. The hats, the crinoline, the starch that gleams on the mustaches. You're sure you'll fit right in. Yes. A lady in a jacket bodice, his bone sleeves, looks up at you and down. What do you think, Mildred? A murmur of assent runs through the crowd of starched and corseted ladies. A gentleman adjusts his mustache. Yes, you'll do. You spend the day with some of the self-described notables of Port Prosper. You eat roast chestnuts, sip glasses of Greyfields, all the way from old London, and even participate in a riding, charged through the narrow streets pursued by several braying fellows in a dragon. Oh dear, you are tolerated by the West Enders. Sparklers wheel the sky, lovers race across the span, the scent of butterscotch and candy floss is on the wind. You have gained a soul flaw. Curdled. There are some... Are those chunks in the soul? Curdles don't sound good. I quite like my soul the way it is. But either way, right, I think that's it. I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you very much. We have some stuff to do in the next episode. So, like, subscribe, tell me what to do. You let me know. There are people out there who know this game a hell of a lot better than me, and I'm exploring this for the first time, as you can probably tell. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.